What is up, everybody? This is the Put Me On Something podcast, and I am your host for today, Euro Sign. And of course, we have our two lovely hosts here. I'm just kidding, my bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I stole it.
No, go ahead. We're all hosts.
I like that energy.
Anyways, my name is Euro Sign. This is the Put Me On Something podcast. And of course, we have my man's. I'm pointing at you, Dro.
All right, fuck it. It's your boy. It's Droskis, Alejandro Gomez.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Eric Grizzly, man. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back now.
Good to have you back, baby.
Yeah,
good to have you back.
We gave him a little write up, but he's still good.
Yeah, he's still.
I'm on a second strike.
A couple strikes and shit. We here at the Put Me On Something podcast. We don't really look too much at tardinesses when you clock in. More or less, it's absences with excuses.
Yeah, sorry guys, man. I've been busy and shit, but I'm back on this shit. You know, done with all the traveling for now, but yeah, we're back at it now. So, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing
we're
great,
good.
baby.
We're good.
Great.
It's a good night. It's Friday night.
It's Friday.
Feeling all right.
Night.
Yeah, this week went by quick.
It did.
It really did, bro.
Fast.
And it's funny too. At the beginning of the week, I was like, "Oh fucking god, ain't no way I'm gonna make it through." Here we are.
Yeah, I mean, it's my Thursday tonight, but anyways, it's been a good week and shit like that and all that. And you guys want to get into it already?
Let's get into it. We're just talking about a hot topic right now before we started this podcast. You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
You want to get into it?
All right. You want me to start it?
Start over, yeah.
All right. No, I'll just before off camera, we were talking about like nowadays it's like a lot of people live with their parents. You know, from like 25 years old to like 35 years old, the kids live with the parents, right? And I was just telling Drew about how my sister's about to move out, right? And in my parents' eyes, they're happy about the choice that they made, but they don't like the fact that they're renting out an apartment instead of buying a house, you know? Because, I mean, if you rent an apartment, their rent's probably be about, like, $2,000 average, you know? So what is that? That's about $24,000 you're throwing away a year. And my parents' eyes are like, why don't you buy a house as an investment or as a, you know, owner? You're owning it. It's not money go to waste. Mm-hmm. But in this day and age, in Arizona, shit has skyrocketed up the ass. Yeah. Where an average house to buy is about $300K for 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
for what used to be like not even $250,000 shit.
Yeah, because back in the day, when my parents bought their house, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, live on an acre or so. They buy for $180,000. Their mortgage is only like $1,100 right now. That's a fucking like a deal.
Right
yeah, it's a steal right now.
Given like
but you can't find that nowadays.
No.
Yeah, and that was only like 10 something. What, like you said, like 10, 15 years ago?
No, not even. That was probably like 6, 7 years ago.
No, not even that with the apartment thing, bro. I remember right before the pandemic and shit. On average, I was seeing $1,400 for a 2-bedroom in a nice area. Pretty good, East Valley.
And back then, you're like, that's a fucking
that was a pretty good steal. And now $1,400 is like almost like the damn near minimum for a 1-bedroom in a decent area. And shit.
And that's average, dude. Just because everybody's moving to Arizona and just minimum wage is going up and shit. And we got they got into about my mom was like, well, it's better rent a house or buy a house instead of renting.
Yeah.
But as a person, man, you gotta just move out and experience life on your own. You know, grow up, feel, and learn from those experiences, shit like that.
It's also like the same thing as like, if this chapter's not gonna start, when is it gonna start? You know,
exactly.
If not, if then when and shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I told my mom and my family. I'm like, you guys did such a good job raising us, but you guys are failing us by not letting us fail and picking ourselves back up alone. Because at the end of the day, they're there to pick us back up, or anything we need, they're there to lend a hand out, right? Mm-hmm. And we got to that point where we got so comfortable where, like, anything does happen, we ask for the help or for anything, right? And the last couple of years, I kind of not relied too much on them to where we and her got into a big problem. And she's like, well, I'm trying to give you my advice. I understand your advice, but at the end of the day, how am I going to learn from mistakes if I don't experience them? The only way to experience failure is to fail and get back up and then learn not to make those same mistakes again. And I'm like, my sister's trying to do that now. Like, she's at the age where she said, well, she needs to save up money. I'm like, yeah, cool. But when you live in a spot or an area where it's like so comfortable and your rent's not that much, you're not going to save money. Yeah. Because at the same time you have that money saved up, what are you going to do? You're going to go on vacation. You're going to buy a new car, new whatever, you know.
Emergencies happen.
Yeah, you're going to spend it on other shit, and your priorities are all messed up. As in moving out, your priorities are, okay, make sure my bills are paid off, and I need to save up money for my next goal,
So you're saying, in a sense, sometimes it's really healthy for a person to just fucking force themselves to be in a survival mode.
Yeah, it's the best way in life is to be uncomfortable and fail.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna learn experience, or how are you gonna learn and experience life without failing?
Yeah, or just
You can't
new stage and shit.
You can't be successful if you're always winning, because then you get so comfortable. Like, so how do I get there? How do I do this? If you don't fail and learn from your mistakes, you have to learn how to make mistakes and get into problems to understand how to solve them and fix them to get it to a better position.
Yeah.
And then that's what I was saying with the business stuff like that. Like now that I'm running it more by myself, like I'm like probably about 85% running it alone. And then 3 years ago, you tell me, hey, how do you do this? Let me call my dad. Hey dad, how do you do this and this and that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Because I got so comfortable in an area where it's like anything needed to be done for the business went towards my dad. Because my dad he's a businessman. He knows what to do and this and that, right? And the last couple of years, I've learned to not go towards him or go ask him or tell him, hey, how do you do this? You know, I've gotten to the point where now I could speak on it because for experience, I've done it. Experience, right? Because I failed and learned. Done a couple jobs where I've taken an L and lost a lot of money, and I've done jobs where I made a lot of money.
Yeah, and that's part of the game, bro. Of any business and negotiation.
Exactly. So now that I learned the mistakes that I did, you think I'm gonna do them again? No, because I learned them from before, and I took a big L.
Yeah, and then you also accept the fact that fuck it, if it happens again, it happens again.
It's gonna happen.
Not like as we thought it was before and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and in life you're gonna always have fucking failure. You're always gonna make mistakes, but it's either you learn them, you're negative about them, or you're positive about them.
Yeah.
And that's you have to go. Just go with it. Like anything you do in life, it's not to take it as a negative thing. Take it as a positive thing. All right, cool. I lost my job. There's something better for me. All right, I lost money on this job. Okay, now I know not to do that again.
So,
I bought a bad car. Okay, now I know not to get those type of cars again.
So it's pretty much a perspective in life, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the funny thing is like, we got into a big argument about the workers and shit. You know, I'm not gonna get deep into it because it was like big problem. But I learned from that, and I know next time not to talk about personal shit or business stuff like that with the workers because we're not friends. We're not buddies. We're all here to do one thing. That's one thing, to make money and provide for our family. There's no need for you to be like, oh, how much you make, or hey, let's hang out. And no. We're all here just to make money, and that's all it needs to be. Nothing else. Simple. Yeah. And I mean, I learned from all my failures, and then that's why I was telling my parents, I want to let them fail, let my sister fail, because she's always been more baby than I have. Because I don't know if it's because it's a woman thing and a man thing, but as a young kid, anything I ever wanted. My dad's, I'll give you what you need for school, like the mandatory things like shoes, school, notebooks, shirts, anything you need for school, uniforms. I'll get that for you. Now, if you want.
Then again, that's also in our culture too. Like the dads naturally tend to like
to the woman and stuff.
The
like
cariño
that.
And shit that you give to a son and a daughter is completely different. I think most men would agree with that too and shit. And it also in the sense of firstborn, secondborn. Yeah. Whether it contradicts itself or not, that's kind of in our culture too and shit. So I feel it. But yeah, I completely get what you're saying that too and shit. It's just different, from your perspective.
It is. And then as I'm saying, like, as a man, I don't know that they meant to do it, but like, I grew up working for all my shit. My sister got a lot of things handed to her. I mean, I don't know if it's because of a woman thing or whatever, but she was very spoiled compared to me. And she's always used to bring it up like, whoa, Eric's your fair son. He's like the fair kid of the, And it's not that I'm fair. I've learned as a young age that to appreciate what I work for and what they work for. Because a lot of things that they did for us, it's hard for our family. It's hard for my parents to work all the time and then come back home and give you that love, play with you, and just give you attention, all that shit. Because 8 hours to 12 hours a day working, you get tired. Yeah. And they still come home and still fucking put on that happy face. And then let's play, let's have fun, let's do all this shit. Mm-hmm. And then I took that for granted as a young kid.
No, I feel you on that too.
Now that I'm older, and I don't have kids, but just like coming back home from work and then going to go do like an event or go family event or do something, it takes a toll on you. And then you don't want to, but it's like today.
And then everyone expects something out of you.
Like today,
expects you to pull up, expects you to be present.
Yeah,
expects
exactly.
You to
and then if you don't show up, like, oh, he's too good for us. Oh, he don't want to hang out with the family. It's like,
he's wag as fuck, bro. He's switching up and shit. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Like today,
and I feel that too.
Like today, I told you guys, I was gonna be home. I was like, I'll get off early, so let's do the podcast at 7. Yeah. Turned out I didn't get home. I didn't get home till like 6 o'clock, and then I had to have dinner because my girl made dinner. And I can't just be like, nah, baby, I'll eat when I come back home, because then that's disrespectful as fuck. You know, she worked her ass off to make dinner for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me eat real quick. And then I got here a little late, but it's like I still showed up.
Nah,
Yeah.
but it like, I feel you. You had to attend to what to do. The life happens and shit. And in a situation like this, bro, it worked out perfect and shit, because I was running late too, so it just worked out perfect and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
In this scenario, but
well,
I feel you completely.
Back to the whole coddling our kids, you know, stuff like that. Like, yeah, you're right. Like, we have to let our kids fall and fail and
and it's hard,
do all
dude,
that
but
shit, you know.
it's life, man. You can't.
It is, but I see. I know what you mean. Like, from a parent's perspective, like, you want to take care of them like every single way you can, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you gotta let them fly. You gotta let them
You
do all
gotta let
that.
them fail. And it's like, I was telling my uncle, my mom today, I was like, okay, you're afraid of us to fail because you don't know we could pick ourselves up, right?
Mhm.
But once you start seeing us fail and we pick ourselves up without any help, that might put in your head, like, you know what, maybe they're strong enough to just live life without us always being in there involved. And I was telling my parents, I'm like, you guys grew up without mom and dad. Yeah, you guys had them alive still, but they weren't there 100% all the time.
You think that's why they want to do that? Like, take care of you? Because
yeah,
they grew up
'cause-
with parents?
Yeah, because I was telling to my uncle today. I was like, why? I was like, not why, but I was like, when you left your mom's house, right? Who was there for you? He's like, your mom. He's like, He's like, no. My mom was actually there for him to take care, right? But he also when he was like, well, my mom was there for you, right? He said, yeah, but she was always telling me what to do and this and that, not in a bad way, just giving me advice, right? Yeah. And he's like, and I'm like, did you get tired of it? She's like, yes. I'm like, because I want to do everything my own. So what'd you do? I moved out. And I'm like, so when you move out, what happened? He's like, oh, I fell down to the ground. I lost everything. I was broke, almost homeless. I'm like, did you ask for any help? He's like, no. I picked myself up and I had a kid and I just kept going and going and going, right? Exactly. I'm like, so why don't you guys let us do that? He's like, because it's hard to see you guys fall. I'm like, it is hard, but at the same time, like, we need that. Yeah. That's what makes us stronger. That's what makes us survive.
Whether you even want to do it or not, bro, but you just know that chapter for you is, like, it is needed, bro. Because realistically, most people and us in this situation and shit don't have millionaire families. We don't have established structure or unfortunately, like, statistically speaking, college educated and shit, mom and dad and shit. Like, for my instance and shit, I only got like a mother and shit. I love my dad and shit, but I didn't really rekindle with him till I was like, 20 and shit. So it just like it takes a different toll on people, and it's like like we were saying and shit. And also at the same time too, we're talking about 30, 40 years later and shit, where the ass beating you get is gonna be different compared to your parents and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, the crazy thing is too, it's better doing when you're young.
Well, that's true. The sooner the better.
Leave when you're younger, because I feel like when I was younger, I felt like if I failed, like, all right, fuck it, I can still pick myself up, and tomorrow will be a new day.
Yeah.
And now I can still do that, but I feel like there's more to it now. Like if I lose my job, like, all right, it's cool, I'll find another one. But I was like, fuck, it's gonna be a long time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pay my bills, maybe get backtracked, this and that, and then it's different, you know, from younger to older, you know.
Yeah, it is true.
And the weather changes, bro.
It's easier to like, is it too? Like when you're younger, if you fall on the ground and scrape yourself, you get out fast. But like now, when you're older, you get up like, oh fuck, my whole body hurts, this and that. So
I might get an infection.
Yeah, something like that, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, as a time, like when that happens, you have no one else to rely on. So what do you have to do?
Just keep going.
Just fucking dust off
Manage
the
yourself.
dust.
Either way,
yourself,
you gotta keep
fucking going and shit.
Yeah, and then that's all I was telling my sister. I'm like, you let it happen, where you got baby too much, and now that you're trying to back off or break off of that, it's hard. I'm like, my parents did spoil me in a lot of ways, but also a lot of things I did on my own to get where I'm at right now. And my parents, I always like my mom. She's really like opinion, like she'll tell you her opinion, but it comes off as like what I say goes.
Yeah.
But she doesn't mean it like that, but that's how it sounds like. And then me growing up, I did everything I was wanting. She always tell me, like, don't do it. You know what I do? I do the opposite. And she got to a point where, like, mijo, I can't even tell. I'll tell you how I feel, but I think you're going to do what you have to do. And I've got to a point, like, just let it go and just accept it. Like, for the longest time, she hated that I smoked weed, right? She's like, yo, you're gonna come out as a criminal. You're not gonna go.
You're gonna smoke crack, mijo.
Yeah, she's like, you're not gonna be successful in life. And look what happens. I'm smoking weed. I'm running a business. I'm still making money. I'm still taking care of my kid.
That's a different topic.
I'm taking care of my girl. But I'm saying, but the fact that I proved it wrong. Like I went against her beliefs, her wishes, and her choices. And I understand. I get it. I understand it. It's in my head. But at the same time, I'm going to do what I want to do to make myself happy and my life happy. if I go the way you want me to do, I'm never gonna be happy. Yes, I'm gonna have everything I want, but it's like I did it for someone else. I didn't do it for myself.
Yeah,
You know, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. It took me a long time to realize that.
Yeah.
To like get to do it for yourself to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because the longest too, for example, our mom's like that same way too, kind of. She wanted us to follow a certain way of life, like go to school, finish high school, college,
Get a good job.
this and that.
Put your head down.
And then
Shut
we
up.
did that, you know, and then it didn't turn out it was the thing that I wanted to be. So after that, it was, man, we were like resentment, like, oh, this and that. You're
And
nothing.
you're like, I did it because you told me. And then,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I forgot about that. I had that discussion with my mother, and I told her straight up, like, only went to college because you made me, and shit.
Yeah.
And basically to please your wishes.
And did you
But
learn anything?
But oh hell yeah. But in a personal note, I'm glad I went and discovered that, hey, I can do this, but I don't have the willpower or mind capacity to finish, so I'm out.
Or it's just not your style. It's
Yeah, there you go. Just that, bro. But everybody can do it. If you can
Yeah.
do it from go middle school to high school, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
You go
I
from
mean,
high
I
school
could have gone to
shit.
college
And shit.
and graduated from college, but look what happened.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's like, what's the value in
Here-
that
here-
diploma?
Here's the thing. So I did that for a good while because I was on and off with school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was off for like go for one semester and off like a whole year.
Shout out Fastly.
Off of this and that. So it took me a while to like. So I pretty much went to community college for like 4 or 5 years, but it was on and off, you know.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to do that, and then at the end, like, when I finally realized, like, damn, it's already like it's not for me, you know.
Hell
You know?
yeah.
And then now she did like, oh, why did you finish? This
I
and
mean,
that,
well, it's nothing wrong with that.
this and
though.
that. And like, well, I only did it because of you. I wanted what you do, and it wasn't making me
Yeah.
happy. So when I finally stopped going, sure, I'm not at where I'm at where I want to be, but I'm happy. Like I did it, I got it out of the way.
Yeah.
But
But
now I'm like, it's not for me. I don't care if you're happy about it or not. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, you know.
Exactly. Are you glad overall once it's done? Are you glad that you at least went?
Yeah, because I know that hey, at least if I wouldn't have gone, I would have been like, fuck, I should go to school. I need to go to
And
school.
that's
Yeah.
me because I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
But I'm like there's a like behind my head. I'm like, what if? What if
Yeah,
I went
what
to
if,
college?
yeah.
What if it could have been
Yeah.
different? But at the same time, I'm happy with the choice I made
Mhm.
and went straight into the business that my dad was started.
Mhm.
Because I took it as an advantage. Okay, you know what? This business is ready to go. It's already set. You know, the foundation's there. Yeah, I'm still doing classes online to get the RLC and all that, right? But I didn't spend all these thousands of dollars to go to the college of something that I could learn being hands-on.
Yeah.
And that's how my mind was at. I'm like, anything I'm learning, anything I would have learned in class, I would have learned it hands-on.
Yeah.
And that's
exactly. Yeah, and
that's the path I
this,
took.
This course of like work and shit,
Mhm.
100%.
And that's the path I
100%, agree with
took.
you.
Because I'm the type, I don't know if it's something that I have like ADHD or I don't know something, but I can't, or
You can't
dyslexic.
sit down and learn.
I can't sit down,
Yeah.
and when I read things, I crunch them all together. And then when I'm done reading the paragraph or whatever, I don't like, what the fuck did I just read?
Yeah.
No, a lot of people struggle with that
So,
shit too.
I learned more hands-on. And like literally like I didn't know a lot about mechanic stuff until I bought my truck and it's giving me problems, or when I bought my side-by-side and just, or even the work trucks. Like I get my hands in there, I watch YouTube videos and shit like that, but it's like hands-on learning. I make mistakes and all that. But now I could literally fix a alternator. I could change you like a radiator. I could do more than I ever thought just by learning on my own with my hands.
Yeah, and that's one of those things of life and shit where you like kind of force yourself to fix it. And
Yeah,
shit.
because I went to school and they taught me that in a book. Of course, I'm gonna fucking understand it, but I won't understand until I actually get into the
and then from my experience, though, the first few weeks or semester of course is on the book, and then it's hands on and shit. And depending on what kind of teacher you have, what kind of resources you have, that makes the fucking biggest.
And
impact.
that is true
that's my
because most of the
path,
teachers, professors that are teaching you, they're not even skilled in that job or anything. They're not even skilled in that opportunity. They're just fucking there for money. That's all it is.
That too.
Sure.
Also, that the fact that some teachers are underpaid and shit. But when we're talking about college and like college professors and shit, that makes the biggest fucking difference, bro. Because
Yeah.
I've had courses and shit where I really thrived and learned. Like for instance, my minor was in sociology, right? So I really loved it personally and shit. It's not something I would like really like pursue, but I loved it personally and shit. Sociology is the study of the person, like the not just the individual, but the society, the interaction of a group. But I remember my professor would always interact with me and shit, like, because I would be very participant in class and shit, where it was like, he would, to the point where it was like, if the class was quiet, he'd be like, well, what do you say? You know what I'm saying? Or what do you think and shit? Like,
What's your opinion?
yeah, because that teacher fucking made an impact to me and shit, you know what I'm saying? I've only had like a handful of teachers and shit throughout my whole fucking course and shit.
And I've gone that too, you know.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Anyways, we're not trying to stick to college, but I'm just saying,
But I want to go to college.
Oh, don't go. Scam. No, but I was saying, I did it because I was trying to like follow her and please her, and like Latino parents.
Your parents and shit. Yeah,
they want us
Latino
to be
parents.
proud of us and
Did
do
you
all
ever
that.
have like a career you wanted to do, or
No, because I was just going to go. I
Wait,
didn't know.
did you just like pick something like fuck it, I can fuck with this?
Yeah, I did
See, I
that.
feel like a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and
I
then
feel like a lot of
and
people do
then
that.
I did it. I got out of the way.
what'd
so-
you pick?
Huh?
What like career?
Well, I started with
Massage envy?
business first, and then I don't want to do it because a lot of math. So then I did psychology, all that stuff, and I was like, this isn't gonna get me anywhere. So then I ended up with like criminal
Criminal justice.
forensics. Yeah, so criminal
Forensics?
justice forensics. Yeah, and then I just didn't end up finishing because I still needed to do math, and I sucked at math, so I never ended
yeah,
up doing.
same here.
But
So
like,
and that's different though. Like I mean, and that's perfectly valid because most people don't fuck with it.
yeah,
For
you gonna
me,
let me finish?
no, but that's valid though.
Every fucking
That's
time.
no, but that's fucking valid though. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't really fuck with math. Like for me, in
Yeah.
my instance and shit, I really struggle with reading and writing shit, but I really strived in math.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
that,
bad at math.
everyone's different and shit. So
But
that feeling is valid.
You know what's funny though? Like I was so bad at math where I didn't even finish my Ames. Back in the day, it was called Ames,
Yeah.
Oh, remember that shit?
and I had
The
to
little
get,
folders?
I got help from the principal to pass my Ames. I was bad at math, like bad. I didn't pass any of my classes in math. Now working in this type of work that I do, which is like landscaping, like a lot of square footage, inches, foots, and all that. I learned way more doing that than ever did in school.
Yeah.
So like if someone tells me, hey, how much tons do I need for rock? Right off my head, I'm like just looking at the yard, square footage. All right, you know what? This is how much it is. All right, 10 tons, 15 tons. You know,
Yeah.
just by looking at it, and that's from fucking just working for 10 years in this business, and math or in school, I would never fucking know because it's just the way I'm learning it because I'm using it every day now, and I had to learn one way or another. Compared to being there just sitting in the classroom and all that.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends on the person and all that. Because there's people that could learn off the books and be smart. I can't do that. I have to be hands-on learning. Because like I said, it's probably just some weird shit that going on in my head where I can't concentrate or I don't know. But I'm not that type of person to just sit down for hours and just read a book or listen to someone talk about it.
Yeah, and everyone digests information differently too. And it's also in the sense of what mood you are to fucking. Yeah, your determination is like, oh, I'm gonna fucking finish this class. I'm gonna fucking get an A and shit. But it's like, bro, you're tired. You came in at this hour. All these other factors and shit, which are real life factors and shit, something distracted you in class, bro. Yeah, all those things fucking matter and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're gonna ask about though, but
The what?
RV or shit like that.
Huh?
The RV.
Well,
Speaking of square footage,
we were
Yeah.
talking about that, and then I don't even know.
And we got a little off course with the-
we
with the
went off
schools.
course.
But
We ended up from like moving out to college and shit like that.
man, fuck college.
No, I just feel
it
like
was a
it's
good experience.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like it plays a part in our lives because
Yeah. No, but either way, how we started off, we were just saying that you gotta do what you want to do. You know,
Exactly.
I'm not trying to be like one of those podcasts. You gotta do what you gotta do.
motivation. No,
Motivation.
maybe it's
No,
like,
you really have to do it. You have to do it on your own. You can't depend on people.
you're always gonna have haters.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That you really gotta do it on your own. Not care what anyone's gonna say. Because if you don't do it, then no one else will.
Yeah, and it's true. Like people always tell you how they feel, their opinion, and all that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, all right, I hear you, but you're not
give a
in my
fuck.
shoes.
Yeah.
You're not in my. You're not looking through my
Give
eyes.
a
Exactly.
fuck, man.
And seeing all that shit.
Exactly. No, and I completely agree with you guys because for one, you always have to take your own ass beatings.
Yeah.
It don't matter how poor you are, or how rich you are. You're gonna have to learn your own lessons and take your own ass beatings. In the same sense, where it's too, where I've gotten was like, hey, I want to move forward. I want to get this place. I want to get my own place and shit. And then people would tell me, well, hey, bro, like, you know,
You sure you want to do that?
yeah,
So,
you sure you want to
special?
do that? Or like my older sibling has like 2 or 3 kids and we still living at home and shit, so we
Yeah.
good. Like, I mean, that's cool.
And
That's
then
what's
I
up, and I
think
love
too,
it, and I love and respect that.
'Cause they don't
But
work
like
that-
your situation,
bad.
no,
My bad.
but what I'm saying is because I don't want to
bad.
diss anybody in that situation. Because I've been told that before and shit, where it's like, hey, this person,
Yeah.
well, this person is older than you and they have 2, 3 kids living at home.
Yeah.
They're fine, so you should be fine. It's like, no, I love and respect that, but their struggle is not my struggle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was gonna get to because they did it and it didn't work out for them. Doesn't mean it's not gonna work out
Exactly, and they have a different house dynamic,
Bars.
different feeling.
I've
Different
had that.
fucking shit.
I'm a victim of it too. Where last year, like I was in a bad spot in my mind, mentally and all that, just
Yeah.
depressed as fuck. And I was looking around all my friends because I graduated late because I got held back in 5th grade. So I'm a year older than my old homies and people that I graduated with, right? And I was looking back out there like Facebook, Instagram, and the majority of them have kids. They're married. They have a good, successful career. Job and this and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And deep down, I kind of felt a type of way. I'm like, damn, like they're younger than me and they have all this shit going for them. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm over here in the same spot that I've been like 4 or 5 years already. Like, I'm not growing. I'm not. This is how my mind was working at the time. Like, I'm not growing. I'm not progressing in life like I should, or I thought I was gonna be at this time. At this age, I thought I was gonna be somewhere different, right?
I thought that too.
And I don't know. Just got into like a weird spot in my head. Like a weird place in my head where I was like really depressed about. I'm like, fuck this. Like, what is life? What am I doing myself? Like, it's pointless, right? And just felt really weird and sat down with my parents, sat down with my girlfriend, her parents, like everybody, and then just conversation, throughout the months, throughout the weeks, whatever. And I came to a conclusion. I'm like, what's funny? Because I'm over here depressed where I'm at, but then there's people looking down on me like, man, I wish I was where he was at. Like, he has a truck, he has a spot to play, like stay at,
Mm-hmm.
I own most of my things. I own everything, right? And there's someone behind me or somewhere else, or like looking at my
Wishing they were you.
yeah, like looking at my Instagram, looking at my Facebook, like, oh man, I wish I had his life.
Yeah.
Not knowing what I'm going through right now. So then I put that in my mind, like, what if I'm looking at my peers, and I'm like, no, I wish I had their life, but then you never know what they're going through too. Like, maybe they're like depressed or it's like, I want it better and better and better. And then I realized like someone's dream is someone else's dream.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm living someone's dream right now. And I looked at him, you know what? I'm good where I'm at. Like, I might not have the fanciest house, the fanciest car, but at the end of the day, I could get to point A and B, and I could come home to a warm house. And that's where my mindset was at now. And I kind of switched over to that, like being positive and like
Perspective.
yeah. And I think it's just from like social media and seeing everybody else's life.
Is the saying comparison is a thief of joy?
It is.
It really is. And
Bars. I'm on
especially
fire
in this,
tonight.
especially in this day and age with the social media and shit. No, 100% valid and shit. A
And
lot of people felt like that before.
I was talking to my cousin just today about where he's working at. Right, he's working for this warehouse and all that, making good money, right? And I'm like, oh, and we're just talking about. He's like, yeah, but you have the freedom, dude. Like, you make all this much money and you take vacations off. You go to work whenever you want. And I'm looking back at it, and I'm like, do you want that too? Like, yeah, man. I was like, well, I wish I could be my own boss. I just can't do it. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, you had it easy. Like, you were growing into a business. And I'm like, damn. Like, I didn't even realize. Like,
You know that? I've been telling you.
No, I know that, but
Yeah.
but like, it never really clicked to my head. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like,
It's different when someone tells you. And
like
shit.
I fumbled it because I could have made the business bigger in the past, but I wasn't. Mindset wasn't ready there, and personally, I wasn't ready to do all this shit. Now that I'm more clear, I sobered up. I'm like ready to do it.
Yeah.
It's my time now.
Yeah. No, but at the same time though too, like, I applaud you and I respect you and I thank you for like speaking from your perspective of that, where it's like in the sense of like, hey, I'm the one that's like the next generation. This is my father's company. Because the biggest thing is like, bro, all these big ass companies and shit like that we really know today and shit.
I have a question.
And bro, no, like all these big ass companies that we know today and shit, realistically take generations. Whether it's like family inherited or fucking CEOs that
true.
followed up, even if it wasn't a bloodline, bro, it's the next generation.
Yeah.
What was it? Another fucking 20, 40-year-old CEO that was like a new generation of person. It takes generations to grow and shit.
Yeah.
So it's nothing about his daddy's company's inherited. No, he fucking.
I got a question
It
for you.
takes time.
Question for you. All right. For example, you building your own businesses and that. Okay, you say you build it, you become successful, and you have kids. You have, for example, a son or daughter, whichever, and then you want them to take the same route. Like, hey, I want you to run the business. If not, make it better, bigger for you, for you to pass it on. There was a thing that I heard that when like people that come up and they become successful, and then they end up having kids, usually the kids don't end up wanting to run that business.
They go a different path.
And if they do end up running that business, they end up running it to the ground because it wasn't their passion or their own thing. Well, do you think, like you, if you had a kid, would you want to put them in that, or would you let them do what they want with their own life?
Good question.
Both of y'all.
What? So
Hot take.
I'll start from the beginning. So to answer your question, my dad started this business because he's an immigrant, right? Immigrant coming from a different country to America. What was the American dream? Being successful, running your own business, and and having money. And he got there. He got to that point. It was hard. It was blood, sweat, and tears into this company. It didn't take months or years. It took decades to get where he's at right now. Okay, me, I grew up in this business as like 4 years old since I can remember. I was always going to him to do the houses and all that. So I was built into it.
Damn
Like this is what I was molded into. So I've done other jobs. I've done painting. I've done remodeling. I've done roofing. I've done like a bunch of other shit right on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I always gravitate back to to this because this is it's funny because it's a hate and love relationship what I have with the business and landscaping. But at the end of the day, if I go like a month or not even a month, like a couple of days or a couple of weeks without working, I miss it. When I get back to work, I'm like, damn, like I love this shit. So if my kid grows up and doesn't have that joy, that motivation of running the company, and he tells me I can't do it, all right, cool. You know what? This isn't meant for you. Business is fine. I'll run it. Find someone else who can run it. Go do what you have to do in life. It might hurt me because I want my kids to run keep the name going and all,
Yeah, like the family name.
But at the same time, I can't hold that against them if I know they're not gonna succeed and make a business bigger. If they're gonna run it down to the ground, I'm not gonna let them do that.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt me as much as it does, but let them do what they want to do in life. It might not be what I want them in life, but that's what they want to do, and they're happy with it. Cool, you know what? Do that. I'll figure this out. And my dad has always told me, if you don't want to run the company, that's fine. I'll figure it out. I've always done that. I've been doing this for the last 20 years without you. Now you've been doing it for.
He fucking needs you.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't need me, but now he does because now he gave me the.
He gave you the key.
He
gave you the fucking.
Like now it's like he's seen, but that's the thing that it took him so many years to see that I'm actually running it without him being there. I'm doing everything 100%. The company's making more money than it ever has in the last decade, and him seeing that the taxes coming in, the payroll, everything's you know what? Maybe my son's up to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he's kind of backing off, but that's because I put myself in that situation. I'm gonna make it better, and that's my mindset. I manifest it. I'm gonna make sure it's gonna get where it needs to be.
He's a suitable candidate.
Yeah, if my kids don't have that hunger, that motivation, I'm not gonna let them run it. I'll let them do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's their career, that's their path. I'm not gonna hold them because I did all this for you, and you guys are gonna fucking just fumble it. No, because everybody has a different path.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame their choices and all that because that's the way they're gonna gravitate.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way now going back to how my mom and my parents are about how I don't want to let you fail and all that. Cool, you know what? Learning that from them is teaching me not to be just like them. Yeah, they teach me a lot of good things. They show me a lot of good morals and all that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna be like my parents with my kids.
Oh, I feel that.
Like I've learned from my parents' mistakes to not do that. And it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt me. Of course, you know. I mean, I'm like, am I a bad parent at that time? You know. But at the same time, you just gotta let the kids do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And let them fail. Let them
feel
grow.
that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my answer.
What's to you, Tino?
Kind of just going off the last end with Eric said and shit. Cause I mean, I don't have any kids yet. You know, I hope I one day do experience that
Same.
because I will. I accept the fact that, and I don't mean this in a negative way, just kind of the climate that we're in. I accept the fact that realistically, I will have kids more than a marriage. That's just what it is, especially from a man. Anyways, with that being said, I accept the fact, as harsh as it is to see it as that, is that no matter how many resources I give this kid, how much fucking coddling, how much care, how much guidance, how much fucking presentation I give this kid and proper structure, this kid cannot choose it. Just because me as a kid, I didn't choose those things too and shit. My reasons were kind of dumber, like not that valid and shit, but like I accept the fact that an individual and shit, it has their own fucking mind and their own thought fucking process. I can give this star student everything he needs to do. He can strive from second kindergarten to his, like senior year and shit, but he can do whatever the fuck he wants. I can't control any person. Just in the same sense where I realized like a year or two ago and shit, when I have an argument with someone, I can't control how they
have a mind of their own, basically.
Yeah, I can't control how someone talks to me, only how I respond. I'm not talking about disrespect. Disrespect is like something valid as fucking you. You're allowed to feel however you feel with disrespect. But like, I can't control how you respond. If I ask you a question and you don't give me the response I want, I can't pick at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can only hope, like how Eric said and shit, like I only hope I can give this kid what he wants, like the best guidance. And if he fucks with it, he fucks with it. If he don't, he don't. That's it. That's fine.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah, it was
That's
gonna
life,
hurt.
man.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Cause me, my name's Fortino and shit, but like I'm technically a junior, and I would love to carry that name on and shit, even if it's the first kid or the second kid, boy and shit. But they don't have to do it. They don't have to do anything after that. They don't
Yeah.
have to go the fourth. I would love to see a
Are
fourth
you gonna name your kid?
after me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But I respect
Me
the
too.
fact. That
So
but I
would it be like 14 or the second?
no
Probably.
the third because
No, it'll be
my
second.
well, I mean technically for you guys, but I'm
No,
making bro. If I'm making
yeah,
the
my
name
bad.
up on
My
the
fault, my fault, G, my fault.
if I can write fucking Transformer Autobots on that birth certificate, it could be where the fuck I want. My father's name was
a
Fortino.
Bumblebee.
When I popped out, I'm the second born. Alejandro's
Your
the
name
first born.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
A
no.
real one.
But it's because your dad will be Fortino Senior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be
I'm
Fortino
junior.
Technically, you're not because you're a second born.
Okay, I get that. Technically, I'm not,
So
but I don't
then
give
your
a fuck
second
about
child
y'all
will be
rules
the-
and shit.
the
I don't
s-
give a fuck about y'all rules. If I want to call him X, Y, and Z and shit, I'm gonna call him that. So he's the second.
Can't
Yeah.
blame me for that.
He's the second. That's what I'm. That's
Yeah.
from my perspective
Yeah.
as an individual and shit. Alejandro's the firstborn, and then when I popped out, they thought I was gonna be a girl. Ooh, get the jokes out. And then so they were like, we don't have a name for him,
What changed?
so they just named him Fortino and shit. And then my dad always wanted to give. Remember, he wanted to give you his middle name.
Damn, I
and
was
shit?
gonna be Jose.
Yeah.
Yours?
All that
Yeah,
shit.
my
And
dad
then my
wanted to name
fucking
him Sam.
our cousin Oscar did the same thing. The first one came out is his middle name. The second one
Yeah.
came out was his first name.
Yeah, I am. If I have a son,
Mhm.
I'll give him my name.
I don't know. I don't.
And
like
maybe
my
that's just us as men or fucking
I don't want.
Hispanic
I don't want
culture.
to give another
Hispanic
man's name.
culture.
Eric. I don't want to name Eric or Dino.
No,
Fortino.
so I get that
That's
and shit.
weird.
So what I'm saying is, when I have a kid,
Yeah.
I know I might fight with the women and shit, whatever it might be and stuff. But I would at least love to have him as a junior or the second born. If the second born pops out, if the second boy, I'm gonna give him that name.
I don't want
Yeah.
nobody to have my name. I
No.
don't like my name Eric.
Eric?
Yeah.
I wish I was a junior too, but I mean that just
Eli.
yeah. Oh,
Your
Eligio.
dad's name is
What are
Eli?
you crying,
No,
bro?
Eligio.
All I
I
know him
just
is
yawned.
real
Oh,
one.
man.
I cry when I yawn.
Yeah.
Sensitive topic.
Me too. But anyways, let me.
My
give
bad. We went
my
on a
point.
spent tangent.
My
I'm
point
sorry,
of
guys.
view, because I talked to my girl about our daughter, and if we have another kid, like obviously too, like I want
I want to rename our daughter.
I want to give our kids have a better future, you know.
Yeah. hell
So
yeah.
like I told her like if our daughter Emma, if she doesn't want to go to college, she doesn't have to go to college. But I want
I
to
feel
push her.
that.
I want to tell her, hey, go to college. Figure out if you find something you want to do there, then do it. But if it ends up not what you want her to be, then don't do it. Then you don't have to do it.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
but she can't be a bum, you know. You have to have
Exactly.
a job. You gotta do something, find a hobby or something on the side, or figure something out.
You either
Start your
gonna
own
work or
business.
you're gonna go to school.
Yeah, but you don't. Because that's for me. I don't have the skills like you or your uncles or whatever. I don't have like my hands-on tools. So for me, the only thing was school. You know.
Yeah.
So the best I can give her, hey, go to school, find something you
but
want.
skills can always be learned.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, or you can learn a
Yeah,
trade.
but I'm saying like find a skill, go to school or figure something out on the side. But you just don't be a bum, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like either pursue going forward.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to my cousin today too, cause he works in the warehouse, right? But he's like 20. What am I? 29. I think he's 30 actually. 30. Yeah. He
Just
just
kidding, I'm right there.
he's gonna turn 30 this month.
I'm literally right there.
He was kind of venting to me like, oh man, all these guys are lazy. I'm always here doing everything. I'm moving. I'm like, yeah, cool. I was listening to him, right?
Mhm.
And then I told him, bro, the way you're sounding right now, that's how you were when you were working for us. I'm like, I needed someone that was gonna be motivated, and want to get shit done, right? And he's all like, yeah, but that work wasn't for me. I'm like, I understand that, but anywhere you work, anywhere you do, you always got to give your 100%. The people that you're bitching about right now might not be their work, not be where they're at. They don't want to work there. The same way that you weren't with us, but always got to give your 100%. No matter what you do in life, always give to 100%. Yeah, there's going to be days where you're going to slack. You're going to not, I don't want to be here. Of course, that's normal. I mean, can't blame for that. But 98% of the time, always give your 100%. No
Yeah.
matter what you do, because at the end of the day, if you put that mindset to okay, I gotta make sure this shit gets done. I gotta give them 100%. Anywhere you do in life, you're gonna have that mindset, and it's gonna help you in life. It's gonna make you succeed.
That's funny too. 'Cause
Any job.
I heard that somewhere too. Like, they're saying like people nowadays they don't want to work hard or anything like that. They don't want to get.
They
like,
want easy.
they
They
want
want the
easy.
easy way.
Which is cool to be cool to do that, but at the same time, it's like you need to work hard because, for example, let's say you get a job at some place, whatever. Sure, it's not the place you want to be at, or may not be the place you want to be at yet, but you still got to give it 100%. Because, for example, let's say if you're working that job and on the side you want to start your business. If you're just doing whatever, like slacking off and like whatever, not working hard at that job, isn't it be the same thing as your own business? You know,
Yeah, you're.
because you're in that same energy you're doing now. You're gonna get the same energy you
Yeah,
give off.
the way you treat your job right now, what makes you think you're not gonna treat it the same way you make your own business and all
Yeah,
that? It's like the whole point is to have a work ethic and be consistent with shit.
yeah,
And I've gotten to that point too where I was getting lazy at work and not like, cause I had it easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. My dad handed me down the business, and I didn't run with that in the beginning. I was like, my dad's here. Any days I want to take off, I can take it off. Any pay I want to get paid, I'll get paid for it. Anything I want to do, it'll get said and done, right? And it was easy for me, of course, because my dad was like easy with me. You know, he wasn't as hard as that he should have been. But somewhere down the road, I realized I'm getting it so easy that if, knock on wood, God forbids he passes away and leaves me the business, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do with it. And it's just going to go straight down to the ground. And that was like, that's when I turned it around and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to fucking be more focused and be more mature and be more, make more goals about where I want this business to go. And it wasn't easy, dude. It took me years. Like, to this day, I'm still learning as I go right now. I'm not where I want to be right now, but I'm in a better situation, a better spot now than I was a year ago, 2 years ago. And that's because deep down in my head, I manifested it and I put in my brain, all right, I need to do better for myself. Not for anybody around, but for myself. And then down the road, the better I'm doing, then all the approval, oh, you're doing such a good job will come by. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to make sure this business is running good. Because it's my dad's baby. And it's now my baby. And just the fact that I achieved something greater than I ever thought I could do, that's the best feeling ever. And I could get the business somewhere where I need to get it to, then I could do something else in the future. Or whatever I want to do. But the fact that I got, like, me being I still feel young. I still feel like I'm a teenager. But the fact that I'm almost 30 years old and the business is going to where it needs to be, that will be the biggest achievement in my life.
yeah.
Once I get that done, all right, cool.
What's the next thing?
I did this. What else can I do? And that's where my mindset is now.
Amen, brother.
And it's hard, dude. It is, but nothing in life's supposed to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're supposed to have all these obstacle courses, all these barriers in front of you. You just got to hurl over them and just get past them and just see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's all it is, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard,
That's
but
true.
it's life.
We were also talking about how, like, kind of going back to what you were talking about, but, like, you know, I was saying that you went back into a little bit more debt.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that because,
Well, let's talk about it.
well, not the debt part. Let's just talk about the part that, well, you had a talk with your uncle, right? He's saying, like, why are you spending more money that you don't have, getting more into debt?
Yeah.
And you said that, oh, well, like, yeah, I'm not in big debt. I'm getting into debt, but not like big debt, no, like not nothing that I can't pay off.
Like my debt's less than like $5,000.
And
or
the thing is too, what he's trying to be like, oh, you need to be responsible, you need to do this and that. But the thing is too, like, you gotta live your life, cause cause I heard this today. I mean, I've heard it a while ago too, but like I heard it like, oh, life is an experience, and I was like, damn, that hit me today hard. I don't know why it hit me hard today, cause too, like, what if tomorrow you're dead and gone? Like,
exactly. And then I was telling him because he actually kind of he actually said this himself. Because he kind of agreed with what I was coming off of. He's like, yeah, but Mijo, you're young, you're in debt. I'm like, yeah, exactly. And how old are you? And he told me, exactly, so what have you done in life that you actually enjoyed? He's all like,
Run that tab up.
just.
watch him in Vegas next week.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's done trips and all that. But I'm
Yeah.
like, what have you done in life that you actually capture in your brain? Like, you always go back to that memory or like enjoyed it? He's all like, maybe my house, like just game. I'm exactly. But have you ever actually taken your whole family out, your kids and your girl, and actually gone to a vacation and
Maybe
enjoyed
next time
life?
you should ask him because you can talk more to him.
Yeah.
Have you asked him when's the last time you enjoyed yourself?
And I told him, and he couldn't give me an answer.
That's what I'm saying. Because I see
Should we
how
Should we
he
hit
is.
the streets and ask people this?
Yeah, we should. But I seen how he is. He's a hardworking dude and how he is.
Yeah.
He's always working.
Ain't nothing wrong with
He's
it.
never sitting down. He's not one of those Mexican dads who just sits down.
Yeah.
He's one of those that have to be moving.
And I told him, I'm like, you do so much around the house, you do so much work and all that and shit like that. I'm like, but at the end of the day, when do you actually enjoy life? Like, when do you actually get to relax?
Yeah, when you get to enjoy your hard earnings.
He's all like seeing you guys being happy. I'm like,
That's
cool.
cool, but,
That
like,
is
what
cool,
about you?
But you, like, you first have you, like, do you ever take a time off or like, I'm gonna go fishing, I'm gonna go camping, I'm gonna go to Vegas.
Like, that's a
and
noble
just cool
answer.
off.
What's your answer?
Yeah, because I told him, I'm like, you know what? I might be in debt right now, but guess what? I'm happy where I'm at right now. I have a place to sleep. I have a roof over my head. I have a car. I have a good woman. I'm enjoying life. I'm going on vacation.
Preach.
You can't tell me right now and put me down and say you aren't doing good in life. You can't tell me that because at the end of the day, I have my shit paid off. Yeah, I might be a little bit on debt. Trust me. If I want to pay that day off by the end of the year, I'll get that shit done quick.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, my priority is to make sure I enjoy life before I actually settle down and have kids. Because my goal is to have my company running where it's at, and then have kids and and be fully successful, right? But to get to that point, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a lot of freedom and spending time with my family. Right now that I have the opportunity to do all that shit, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do it. Like, don't worry that I'm in debt, because trust me, I'll pay that shit off quick.
Mm-hmm.
My priorities are to make sure I enjoy life right now, because deep down in my head, I'm not gonna be here forever. So why not enjoy it as much as I can right now that I'm young and I have the energy? And then why not be 50, 60 years old with all this money and don't have nobody spending time with, or too old to not have the energy where I can't even travel?
You know,
Yeah.
one of the things I'm
Yeah.
scared of, like, it's one of those cliche things, but like being in your deathbed and not being able to look back at all the fun times you had, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And
And
then that's
Isn't that one of the things most people regret?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
And
regret
that's-
not doing this.
and
doing
that's
that.
what my mom was. She's more about on my side now, because like I said, I've gone to her head. I've broken that barrier where, like, whatever I do, or if she says, I'm gonna do the opposite. And she gone to that point, like, all right, let him do, because he's not gonna fucking listen. And I was telling my uncle, I'm like, yeah, I got Magic Keys, the annual pass for Disneyland. But that's something that I love to do all the time. That's something that brings joy to my heart and brings joy to people that I take to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So that's something that I chose to do, because at the end of the day, that's what makes me happy. My uncle might be building shit, welding stuff, doing what he wants to. That's his happiness. I'm not gonna be like, why are you spending all this much money on all this material, spending much money on these tools, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what makes him happy.
That's
Cool.
true. That's true.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna judge you, but don't judge me for my happiness. If I want to spend $2,000 on Magic Keys to go for Disney for a whole year, I'm gonna be fucking happier than ever. I'm gonna be more happier than you working every day and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit on debt, but guess what? At the end of the day, I'm happy. I did something that a lot of people don't get to experience, and that's what I'm saying. Like, life is about experience, adventure, and all that. And yeah, money comes and goes, but at the end of the day, memories and all that don't stay forever.
Yeah.
Unless you make them and do it and have that fun.
Yeah, for example, because there's sometimes where I'm just looking about work or something, or just anywhere where I'm like, oh shit, I did that. Then you look back at the memory, you're like, damn, that was crazy. You know?
Yeah, like example, what was it, last weekend we went to Laughlin, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to work a day, and then after I took off to Disneyland for a whole week. How many people could say that shit? Like, oh man, I had 2 days off. We went to Laughlin.
Trying to get to that part.
But
that point.
but
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, when we went to Laughlin, we made some money. Had a good time with the homies and shit like that, and the cousins and family, whatever. And went to work the next day. But then guess what? After I went to Disneyland and enjoyed it with my niece and all that, my girlfriend and all that. A lot of people can't say that shit. And yeah, I mean, I worked my ass off to get to that point. And I'm not saying I'm just doing it just because I had it handed down to me. I worked my ass off to make sure I was able to do all that shit.
Yeah.
So don't judge me or don't tell me what to do, because at the end of the day, I know what my life is at and I know what I'm doing in my life. I don't go around telling you, hey, pay more attention to your family. Hey, go travel more. No. You know your life, and that's your choice.
See, that's my thing. I remember going off track and shit.
Mr. Smooth Talker here.
No, I'm saying, no, my bad.
Go ahead, do it.
I'm a little lumpy juice. No, but on some real shit, that's my thing. Like, I love and support where I get the opinion or perspective comes from and shit. But the reality is, people always have a fucking opinion to give you,
Oh yeah.
especially where you ask
Always.
for it or not. And
Always.
this is where my thing is, like, you know how they say don't share personal things and don't share finances, but it's not even that, bro. People always give a fucking opinion and shit.
Yeah.
And it's one thing when it's your homie, it's your boys. Even then, they might still have it. But it's like when it's like I don't want to say, I don't know what's the word, secondary people. Anyway, the people that you associate with, coworkers, whatever, they always got a fucking opinion, bro.
Yeah.
My thing is, bro, since I was a fucking kid, it's like I don't got an opinion unless you really fucking ask me for it, or fucking I have to dig deep for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, bro.
Like,
They always got a fucking opinion.
Like, I'm not
bro.
trying to bring up what we talk about off camera, but like, I'm just giving my opinion about shit, what I see outside, but deep down, you know what you're going through and all that shit. But on the outside, I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to let you know how I feel. But at the end of the day, that's your life. You're going to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But just know that there's other people around that love you and are concerned about, all that shit. And then you could take into consideration, you know what? Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. But at the time, this is my life. I'm going to do. Okay, cool. I'm just letting you know how you feel. And that's it. There's no. I'm like, you need to do this shit. You fucking up, and I'm like, no, bro. Like, everybody's gonna give you your opinion. It just depends how you take it.
Yeah, exactly that too. Your perspective of how you consume something. Sometimes.
Yeah, like you might see me fucking up, and you're gonna have to put me in check, which sometimes I might need it, which is cool. You know, thank you for letting me know that. But at the same time, like, now
I'm
that
still do what I'm gonna do.
yeah, but I'm aware about it now. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now that people are actually seeing it, okay, you know what? Maybe I should be switching up, or maybe I need to do something different. You know, I'm ready to fuck everybody. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah. Damn.
That's what it is.
was
And
a
then
good
that's
song.
also in a productive way. It can be a negative way too and shit. If
Yeah.
someone doesn't want
Yeah.
to fix their fucking problems, bro, they're not gonna fucking fix it.
And I've
Yeah.
learned that too in life. Like anything that happens in life, I was really negative about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like now, I'm like, I try to see the positive side out of it. Like this week my truck took a shit.
Again.
Again, yeah, I was in the shop all week. I just got it back
Damn.
yesterday. In total, I probably put about close to $1,000.
Dang.
And it's a 2021 Toyota Tacoma, right?
Dang.
And it's always had those problems.
New ass baby.
Brand
too.
new truck, and already cost me fucking alternator went out, starter went out, transmission in the back fucking took a shit on the axles, leaking from fucking the coils that I have on the back.
Damn.
The lift kit's all leaking and shit like that.
Yeah.
Front, it's all fucked up. But that was my fault from off-roading a lot, you know, getting crazy on it, you know, just doing shit like that. And at first I'm like, God damn, it's costing me all much money. But then I look back and you know what? Yes, it might give me all these problems, but guess how much memories I built off that truck.
Yeah.
Camping, off-roading, enjoying life. Like even with you, like enjoying it when we go off-roading, going camping with my girlfriend, go fishing. Like all those memories that I built with that truck doesn't compare how much money I had to put back into the truck. I'm like, I'll do that again. Like if the truck breaks on me, cool. Because at the end of the day, that truck has built so much memories in my head. Like from
Fuck, yeah.
34 years from now, when I'm old, I'll look back to, you know, that truck fucking took me places I
Bro,
never
That's
thought.
true.
dude, fuck, bro. That shit making me cry. I was like, right now, I'm like, fuck it, bro. Tomorrow, I'm taking my car to the car wash and changing the brakes.
Give it love.
I love my
I've been
baby. I
neglecting it
love
too
you.
long.
No, that's real shit though. Like the memories you got with it, like your whip and shit. It's funny too.
Yeah.
Like,
Like remember when we drove
it's a
the van?
personal experience when you hop in your whip and you enjoy your whip, bro. Like,
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
mean, it costed me an arm and a leg, but I'm at the
Yeah.
same time, bro, it doesn't compare to how much memory that truck has put in my mind. Like
Tomorrow
even my
I'm doing
Polaris, I'm gonna sell it, and it's a bittersweet with the get rid of it because I need to get rid of it. Just I don't use it as much, causing me too much problems, breaking it all the time. But that's the vehicle where I first told my girlfriend I love you. So I have like memories with that car. Like you know, I cherish it to my heart. But at the same time, like the car will go away, but I always have that memory. So that car gave me those memories. So it's a positive thing. Like yeah, I might get rid of it, sell it, make me some money, pay off some debts and all that. But at the same time, I always have those memories. And that's what I've gotten to the point. Like anything I do in life, any negative shit, whatever, I just gotta look at the positive outcome of it. Instead of be like, so much money, I'm all pissed off right now. I gotta go work now.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. Like, nah, bro, you know
yeah,
what?
and then, bro, I've been there before, and I get what people when they're saying like that. But I want to agree with you 100% completely when you're saying it's the perspective. It's like you ever dig into your savings? Well, then fuck it. Like you have an
Every
emergency.
fucking day.
Yeah, you have an emergency and you dig into your savings. Well, fuck it, bro. Let's be thankful we have a savings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we don't have a savings and shit, and we had a fucking stack of debt, it was like, well, at least the fucking debt is sitting there because we're adjusting this problem and shit.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done. Some situations are worse than others and shit, but it's like, let's look at the perspective of it and shit. And sometimes one big ass L has like something positive coming next door and shit.
Always
like,
does. Any negativity in life always has a positive outcome.
Mhm.
And then it's up to you to look at the positive or the negative.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority of the people always look at the negative. And I was like that person too. Like I saved up so much money to go to Disneyland because I'm a big Disney, like I just said, Disney fan right here. And even though they're bad company, you know, crazy shit going on. But
Oh.
Let's talk about the next.
all right,
Ah,
We
yeah,
got some
yeah,
conspiracy.
go to
Well,
the next one.
let's
and
talk
shit.
about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
do
do
it? You want to do the
you
what's
want to do
going
the
on?
conspiracy? You want to talk about what I was talking
First,
about?
I had to get into some serious, baby,
before-
because we've been getting too personal with this shit.
Before we get into that, let's pay our respects to our fallen soldier.
Our fallen troop, our fucking history teacher, our consultant, our fucking piece of childhood, bro.
Dang.
Who? Hell's Diver?
Hell no.
No,
No,
bro.
we're talking about Akira Toriyama.
Oh yeah, Goku.
The creator
The
of
creator of
Dragon Ball
Goku,
Z.
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
He just recently passed away the other day.
Dude, that's like hitting.
You know, that hit me hard, actually. Because like, when
Well, I grew up with him.
Yeah,
Like,
because I got because you know celebrities die and then they come and go.
And you were just like, damn, alright.
It's all right. But this time I was like, damn.
I never knew him.
And
But
people were just posting like all his work and I was like, damn, actually, it actually did it hit because
But-
childhood.
it's funny how like one person changed a lot of kids' like
Mhm.
childhood. Like
Mm-hmm.
him, just his mind, his brain alone. Like what's the word? Like hit everybody in the world. What's the word? Like
Impacted.
impacted
Yeah.
a lot of kids in the generation also.
Mhm.
Because I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, you know, as a young kid, you don't understand like how it's built and all that, but
Yeah.
all the work and sweat and tears that it puts into all that shit.
All
That's
that
a-
sauce.
yeah,
Mhm.
and from one brain to
That's
create
crazy.
all that shit.
That came off from his own mind.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying like to create like
It's
like
beauty.
putting whatever's in your mind and putting it into a piece of paper and then making it come to life.
Yeah, and actually going full force with it and
Yeah,
shit.
because
Like,
it's do they still make new episodes or they
don't-
Yeah,
stop?
they're newer ones. I don't know.
they are as of when?
The newer was like Super Dragon Ball Super.
What's the
They're
last?
more newer ones.
I gotta go.
What year was that produced?
Like last few years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know in the last couple of years they made Super Dragon Ball Z or something.
Super.
like that
Yeah.
Damn.
But
I
they're
need to
coming. They're
catch
coming
up.
out one last show. That, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if who knows that could be the last because
It's probably the last.
it's someone else. There's this other guy that's like taking more control of it now.
Oh, yeah, New
So
Age.
who knows what it could be? But yeah, it's crazy that him passing away like out of nowhere too. And like damn,
R.I.P. Akira, bro.
R.I.P. Like it's crazy how like we watched the shows when we were little. Like oh, this is awesome. It's cool. I want
Mhm.
to be Super Saiyan. This and that.
Yeah,
And then you get older.
Vegeta.
You get older. You watch it again. I'm like, damn. There's like a lot of message in this. Like shows you like not to get like for example like never giving up and
Mm-hmm.
fighting your fights and like no just doing the right thing. And I'm like damn.
Yeah, and my thing is like the beauty of the art, bro. Is you impacted some people.
Mhm.
Not only were you involved in their childhood in some form of way and shit, bro. Remember back then, you had a new episode dropped. You had to wait until Saturday at like what 7 or 9 p.m. whatever it was designated
Every
in your
other
area,
week, yeah.
and you had to watch it. If you went to the bathroom or you tuned in late and shit, that shit was like already starting. You know what I'm saying? You can't rewind this shit. You had to fucking watch it. And if you were lucky enough, you would catch a rewind and shit.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is the art of someone, and obviously there's a lot of people that help build it with him too and shit, is the art and creativity of someone can impact people so much and shit. Not only just in one area, but all around the world and shit, and for a lifetime and shit. Like, this isn't just like a cartoon. It's just like people fucked with it from start to finish.
And it's crazy how much it affected, like impacted a lot of people.
Yeah, it's
'Cause you
a
think-
cult following.
You think it's just the people around you, there's certain friends that watch it, like cool, and then next thing you know, like the whole world watches it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like for example in Mexico, bro,
It's big in
Mexico,
Mexico.
bro, they fuck with Dragon Ball Z heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then even getting into the fucking subtitles and shit. They fucking translated it in multiple different languages. People consumed it in different ways, different languages. People consumed the image, the message differently, shit. But people were still there for the whole story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not just. It's like the same thing with music and shit. Like how one person making a good song, good album, good track record fucking impacts like a city, a fucking state, and culture and shit.
Mhm.
Like what Akira did was a fucking. But it will never be done again. That's as
Mhm.
simple as that. It will never be done again and shit.
Yeah. So pay our respects to him.
Shout out to him.
He's gone. R.I.P.
Like, did you know that? Speaking of that, the creator of Pokemon, it took him 8 years to fucking come up with his game plan with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole storyline, or at least the first storyline and shit.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Sauce is sauce,
But
bro.
yeah.
Sauce is sauce, bro.
Respect
If you
to
got
him.
if you got sauce, it
May
takes
he
time.
rest in peace.
May rest in
Thank you
peace.
for all the good memories and all the incredible shows he put out. All
So
the
you
artwork.
think now that he passed away, they're gonna cancel the show? Or you think he's gonna
I don't
keep
know.
going?
There's another guy that he's had that like kind of like took over kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it gets corporate.
No, something like that. But like he's kind of I don't know if he's gonna like continue on. They're gonna continue on with it or not. But like what he made was incredible work. You know, it's this and that, and it's crazy how it actually
Brilliant
impacts.
mind.
Yeah, because actually like for real, like I never usually get like celebrity action like that. It's all like,
Yeah.
damn.
This
It
one,
hits
this
you
one,
right in the
this
chalice.
one kind of resonated with you. It kind of hit you a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Whoa.
feel that. I've been there before.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Sad.
Like, damn.
Not, well, it's like it's this
In
guy.
shock.
This guy like in the video he said like It's like he didn't know him, but it's kind of like one of your friends that you don't know that passed away. You know.
Or if you haven't talked to forever.
You guys built like an emotional attachment to the show or to the person or like it's an attachment either way. Like it might not be like a family member, not be something, but it's like something close to that you grew up with and stuff like that. And that's like I was trying to explain to my mom because she's like, "Why do you guys spend so much money on going back to Disney? Why do you guys spend so much money in Disney?" I'm like, but the funny thing is like, I grew up in Disney. Like from being a child to where I'm at, every different stage of my life, part of it was also being in Disney. So like I remember when I was young, when I was a teenager, when I was an adult, to where I'm at now. Every stage of my life, I used to go to Disney every year. So like if I look back at 2014, the year I graduated, I went to for graduation. I went to Disney for my graduation. So I know that's a big milestone for me. And then when I got my truck 2018, went again. So like it's like every step, it's like you grow with it. So you're like it's memories you hold on to it. Same with like Dragon Ball Z. People gravitate to it and attach to it, and their whole life that's all it is. So when you're a young kid to an adult, all your memories are based off that cartoon.
Yeah.
Like you could be like, I remember in prom. Yeah, I remember in prom when Goku fought Vegeta and all that kind of shit. That shit got crazy, you know. So it's like
that shit took 3 fucking days for them to be on fucking was it Planet Namek?
Like 3 episodes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if you look back at that episode, whatever, then you think about all the memories that happened around that era. So it's like, damn, like that's crazy. Like when you listen to a music or like a song, and it brings back memories from back in the day, like high school days or like party days and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like damn, I miss those days. But that's something you hold on to for forever. And that's what happens with like these creators and shows that they do. You hold on to those memories because that's like the best time. Like there's a quote that someone on The Office said, "I wish I knew when I was in the good days before the good days passed away."
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Which is true. Like I wish I knew these were the good days.
Yeah.
And after they passed. But
yeah. Well, I
got one more topic. Do you want to talk?
No, I just want to say that rest in peace and all that stuff to him, and then all that stuff, you know. But
all right, P.
Let's move it on to the next thing.
I got one more topic, and from there we could go from there. So I've been watching this show called Love and Blind with my girl.
Oh, this guy.
If you want to know about it, it's on Netflix. Just watch it. I'm not gonna go deep into it.
Was it a reality show?
It's like a dating show.
Lovers Island.
No, so
Okay,
I'll do a little brief on it. So what happens is a couple people go on Love, like on the show, right? And then they get to talk to the people, date them, and all that, but they don't get to see each other's face at all. For
is
like
it the one where they wear the fucking beast mask?
No. There's just a screen between them. Yeah, no, there's a screen between them.
Yeah, okay.
So all they have to do is just communicate and
chop
listen.
it up.
Yeah, chop it up. And then eventually you get to, if you fall in love with them, wherever, you get to marry them and then or propose to them, and then you get to see who they really are, like their faces, and then you get to live with them for 4 weeks.
Okay.
Besides that, the question I have is, at the end of the show, they go to the altar, and then they have the choice between I say I do or I don't, right?
Oh, and that's when they see the person?
No, they see the person like 2 or 3 days into the relationship. So they go a couple dates, and then if you fall in love with them, then you marry them. So you like, okay, like me and you, right? We're hanging out, whatever. I don't get to see your face, but I'm like, you know what, Tino, I love you so much. I want to marry you. Okay.
That's right.
So then I propose to you at that moment.
Okay.
And if you say yes,
that ring better be fat.
then a day later, so then you guys get to see each other's faces, and then you guys go 3 weeks dating each other from like, family, whatever. You get to see people, just live life normal.
Yeah.
And then after those four weeks, you guys get to married. Either you marry or don't marry.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, if you guys ever like get engaged and all that, and you guys go to the altar, and your partner's like, you know what, I love you to death, but I don't want to marry you right now. But I don't want to break up with you. I want to still work it out and build, kind of be ready when I'm ready. Would that be a deal breaker? Like, if say one of you guys say no, will you guys still date each other?
Are we at the altar?
Yes.
Damn, bitch, you could have said it earlier and shit. But like you could have said it earlier.
Yeah, but my question is, will you still take them back, or is it officially done? After that?
But like, should have said that shit like a day ago.
I'd be done. Fuck that. We
We
did all this, and then just because.
Hey, are we at the altar? Wait, is it a freaking for real wedding? Like everyone's there?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But you're like you get cold feet. You're like, you know what?
Bitch, you know how much money we wasted on this shit, bro? You could have said shit 2 weeks ago. People fucking flew in to see us, and you've been fucking thinking about it for weeks. Talking about what was me? Like you could. I'm with it. You want to wait? I'm with it too. Like you
But,
could have
but-
fucking waited because the wedding day is for the woman, so we can wait for you.
You're a misogynist, you know.
That's
Just
not a
kidding.
misogynist. That's
But-
the
but-
reality
but-
of shit of any relationship.
saying,
A
like-
marriage is for the woman,
but
and I
saying-
respect that.
But saying your woman wants to marry you, but you're like, I love you to death. I still want to be with you, but I just can't marry you right now.
Me or her?
What
You.
the fuck?
Me?
Why
Then I would
can't you?
tell her what the fuck. I wouldn't waste anybody's time.
But like you say, like it goes up to the
They go
day,
high.
and you're like, yes, I'm ready to go. I'm happy. I
I'm
want to
leaving
marry
because
you.
the bitch is stupid.
This guy,
She
but
can't
Amen,
comprehend
brother.
consequences at this point.
Amen, brother.
And she can't comprehend consequences, bro. People flew in to see you, bro. They dropped racks to come here,
so
And then
and you
the-
wasted their
the-
time
the
talking
thing
about
too-
where was me. Like,
The thing too, like if you're not ready right now, well, you're gonna be ready in a few
yeah,
months.
and realistically,
What's the
you've been
difference?
not ready and shit beforehand.
What's the difference?
There's no way you didn't have a single doubt up until it happened.
so when is the appropriate time to marry then?
When they're both ready.
Yes. And you could have fucking
Like-
said that. Most
But-
people get engaged
but-
from like
but like
6 months to 3 years. You could have said that.
How like you said communication. They're supposed to communicate. Hey, if I'm not ready, then let me know.
you communicate how you're upset.
You got me, yeah.
You
What's it? Practically you preach.
you communicate because I hang out with my
Fucker.
boys too much.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because on the show, it was these two couple, right? And the lady told him,
Uh-huh.
if I'm rocking with you, but if you say no to me on the
Fuck
altar,
with you. Uh-huh.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
bad.
done. He's like, nah, babe, I love you, I want to marry you, and this
Bet
and that.
that.
And they got to the point where they're about to say I do, and she said I do. He's like, I'm rocking with you, but I just can't say yes.
Damn.
He's like, I love you, I want to be with you, but me personally, I'm not ready for this. I have so much to work on, but I love you, I want to stay with you. She's like, fuck, no, I'm done.
She could have said that shit off camera.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying like, it happens.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, yeah, there's someone
Momentum.
there's someone I know that happened to, so I get you.
so did they break up or they stay together?
they stay together.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They separated.
No, they stay together.
No, they didn't.
You don't even know what I'm
They
talking about.
fucking failed, bro.
You're just mad at the world.
Hey. Anyways,
Look at the positivity, man.
positivity. She don't know how to communicate. No, I was kidding. No, but I do understand as a human being, she really did want it,
Uh-huh.
and she wanted to go forward.
But he didn't want it.
And then like they wanted to go forward, but I
Yeah,
understand
and
that
this-
maybe that moment she was like,
God
"Fuck,
damn,
this
you
is
let me
my
talk,
last moment where I could really back out." And
guy,
shit.
look,
Dr. Phil. over
I
here.
get it. I
Give him a
get
little
it.
juice and he talks forever.
I get it. I fucking get it. I get someone backing out. Okay, I talked all this shit, but in reality, I get it, bro. You had all this doubt,
Yeah.
and your voice in your head was telling you to back out, and you knew you should have.
But
But it was that last moment where it's like, fuck, this is my last chance, so I get it.
at the same time, you can't blame for someone because like
You gotta respect it too. 'cause
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
at least they
as
said
a
it.
At least you said
person-
it before it was official.
Yeah.
yeah, but as a person, like you might have doubts, but like okay, maybe I'm just having cold shoulders or cold feet, you know.
Mhm.
Maybe the more it goes on and we actually start doing all the planning, all maybe I'm ready for it. You know, I'm ready for it, but I'm just nervous or scared. And then you're like, yeah, I'm ready. And then once it comes to the moment, you're like, fuck, I'm not ready. And it happens, like, you know, people are like, at that moment, like, I can't do it. Like, I
Yeah.
thought I could and I can't. It's like,
Like if it happened to you or like happened with me, I'll be mad because fuck, we waited all this time and he did it. But like, also you gotta respect it too. Like if you don't want to do it, either you don't want to do it or just don't want to be with
yeah.
me.
Yeah,
I
that's
respect
true.
that. At least
I
we
don't
did,
know.
at least we
I
did it.
think,
At least we did it before we got official. You know?
Exactly.
I don't know. It's a 50-50 with me. Like, I mean, I'll be pissed about it. But I'm like-
Yeah, I think we'd
Oh,
all, we'd
yeah,
all be
I
pissed.
would
Like,
be
what the fuck?
fuming.
yeah, because you're like, oh, well, is it me? Or like, what is, like, you don't want to be with me? Like,
Yeah.
and then you're having that second guess. But then
Do you
again,
even like me?
yeah, but then she's like, no, it's me. Like, I'm just not ready,
not
but
me,
I
it's
want to
you.
be with, I want to work on stuff and work on myself better to make
Mhm.
sure I'm a better person for you and all that. And then you're like, maybe I'll give you a second chance.
Yeah,
No, 'cause
what-
I can understand for women and shit, this day is very impactful and shit, and this day means a lot to them.
Yeah.
So it's solidified as a fuck to when they say that. I do.
But
I
I
get
see,
it.
I seen the show, and I realized that all the guys are fucking immature.
Yeah.
Like, the girls know what they want and is ready to go.
Mhm.
And when it comes to the guys, they're like,
I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, that's
Maybe
just the world
maybe
we
the
live in.
executives
I
picked
think
it out
it
like
is.
It's
that.
just the world we live in nowadays.
'cause,
Maybe
my-
that too.
Like I was telling, like my girl, she was ready to get married. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we could have got married like
Mhm.
yesterday.
Mhm.
But like me personally, like I want to marry her, but it's like
You want to be everything ready, have
I-
it all lined up first.
You want to have shit to get? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
shit
yeah, I
straight.
want to be, I want to be secure, but also I have a lot of demons inside me that I'm working on right now.
Preach.
Oh, we talked about that
Preach.
on the way to
Preach.
Laughlin, huh?
Preach.
Yeah, oh yeah, remember we
Yeah.
talked
Hey, we
about
all
it.
do, bro. Preach. At least
And
you
I-
admit it. The
yeah.
first thing is that I will applaud you right here. Sorry for interrupting you, but I'm glad that you acknowledge it
always.
and you could fucking admit it.
Yeah, and I've told her too.
'Cause a
I'm
lot of
like,
people can't.
and I told my girls like I want to marry you one day. I do, but the fact that my problem is drinking, right? And I'm starting to get under control. I'm not there 100%. I mean, I'm still learning as I go, but I'm taking a step at a time. And I don't want to have you marry some person that's not even them, or that don't even love themselves. Because what happens is you're gonna marry the person that's not ready to get married, and we're gonna have all these fucking problems because it's gonna be a different level compared to where we're at right now. Let me work on myself. And if you're rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. But let me figure my shit out first before I make that big commitment and give you the full love that you deserve. Because right now, how am I gonna give you the love when I'm still battling my own shit and I can't even love myself the way I want to be loved? The way you love me, I don't see that in my mind. I don't love myself the way you love me.
Oh, yeah.
So how is it fair for us to get married if I can't even give you the full love that you give me? Even though I love you to death and all that, I have shit that I have to figure out in my mind and my head first before I could give you everything that I have.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we talked about it on Way Lawfully, I saw how the whole conversation went down.
Yeah.
But I do respect that, because like, what if you did this like later on when like you guys are almost ready to get married and then you brought that up? Like, well, what the fuck? You couldn't have said that earlier. You know?
Yeah.
So like, it's better to say it now.
And
like,
that's why I told her too.
It's
Like,
better
I
late
do
than
want to
never.
marry you. Like, I want to be with you forever, but I don't want to marry you. I don't want you to marry this person that I am right now.
Yeah.
Because like she tells me like you're such a good person, but when you drink, you're a whole different person, and it brings the ugly out of you. I'm like, exactly. So why do you want to marry me like that? She's like, well, because I love you to death. I love all about you. Like, you don't love everything about me. Because if you love about me, you wouldn't be complaining about me drinking all the time. You wouldn't be complaining about how crazy I get when I drink. If you really love me, you would have accepted me for who I am. You don't accept me for who I am right now. So how is it fair for me to marry you and have you accept me for who I am right now when you don't even accept myself being just a normal boyfriend and girlfriend? And she kind of sad about that. It's like, I accept you for who you are, 100%. And there's things that you need to work on. But they're minor things compared to my demon shit where if I come home drunk as fuck, I take it on you, I tell you all this bad shit, I make you sad, I make you cry. Why you want to be with a man like that? And she kind of like, well, yeah, you're right, but I mean, I love you to death. I love the way you are. I love everything. I'm like, no, you don't. You love the idea of me when I'm good, when I'm sober, but you hate the idea of me when I'm
Like
fucking.
the good and the bad.
Yeah, but she hates the bad of me because when I drink, I get crazy. Like, I get like bad. Like, he's seen it in firsthand how bad I got, and like I don't want to ever be like that again. I don't want to ever put her in that situation. But it's like, I can't marry you right now or propose to you if I don't even have my shit together. Not even business wise and all that. Not even money wise
Like
and all
me
that.
together.
Yeah, just myself, my mental mind, my health. and
I
all
feel that.
I need that shit under control for myself, just to love myself, so I give you the love you need.
Yeah, not going off topic, but in the same sense where I feel like people should have time to themselves or acknowledge themselves or work on themselves before they hop into the next relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, it's time to wrap this
Yeah,
up.
let's wrap it up,
Let's
man.
wrap it up.
Really,
It's
bro?
getting
Let's
pretty
go for a part 2, bro. Cause we
Part
went
2
straight
coming next
to
Friday.
raw with this bitch, bro. 20 minutes to talk about that shit, bro. You talking about
Nah.
that boxer? You talking about the fucking Kira? You talking about?
What are you talking about?
Man, all these
You're
fucking talk. Hold
bugged.
on.
This guy's been
hold on.
this since 2 hours ago.
Yeah, because I've been listening to you guys talk. All right, shot R.I.P. Akira, fuck Goodwill, 100,000 Bounty Bunny, fucking. I lost already. I was reading all these topics.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Put Me On Something podcast. I'm your host, Alejandro Gomez.
And this is Eurosign as a co-host.
And this is Eric Grizzy back on it again.
Back on it. Glad to have you back again.
Thank you.
Find
Miss
us
you
on
guys.
All the dogs in the house.
find us on Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. Do all the things you got to do. Like,
And
subscribe,
unlock that dog in you.
And thank you for tuning in to the Put Me On Something podcast, baby. We're out.
Peace.